You're scrolling, drifting through the endless static of the algorithm, waiting for the signal to cut through the noise. Consider, if you will, that you just found the frequency. You've just stepped off the timeline of the everyday, into the space where the forgotten history and the hidden truths finally touch down. There's the story you know, and then there's the airspace we're about to enter. Check your coordinates, because you're heading towards the landing point. Welcome back, friends. Today's story, Beyond Shy. He was a chunky kid, short, serious. Born in Chicago, raised in a 30-room mansion in Bloomfield Hills, Michigan. His father was a high-powered executive at the Ford Motor Company. But the boy was lonely. He had no playmates. He spent his afternoons in the attic of that giant house playing alone with 2,000 toy soldiers. He gave each soldier a different voice, a different history. He was painfully shy. To overcome the silence, he joined the wrestling team. He studied political science. But the voices in his head, the soldiers, they wouldn't stay quiet. He applied at the most prestigious, most rigorous acting conservatory in the United States, the Juilliard School. That year, 2,000 aspiring actors applied. The school accepted 20. And of those 20, only 2 were selected for the advanced program by the legendary John Houseman. One was the strapping, handsome, athletic boy who would go on to play Superman. His name was Christopher Reeves. The other was the chunky kid from Michigan. But the conservatory didn't know what to do with him. He was a frantic, kinetic ball of energy. He didn't just read Shakespeare, he deconstructed it, rebuilt it, and performed it in a Russian accent, backwards. The teachers were baffled. He was too wild, too fast. Eventually, the great John Houseman pulled the boy aside. He told him to leave. Not because he failed, but because Houseman said, "There was nothing more we can teach you." So the genius left the ivory tower and went to the sidewalks, specifically the concrete steps outside the Metropolitan Museum of Art. He put on white face paint, wore a tight black suit, and he stopped speaking. For 2 years, the man with the fastest, loudest mouth in Hollywood history made his living being absolutely silent. He was a mime. Tourists threw quarters at his feet, never knowing they were tipping a man who would one day win an Academy Award, 5 Grammys, and the heart of an entire world. He was an alien, he was a genie, and he was Peter Pan. But first, he was just the quiet boy in the park who wanted someone to watch him play. He is Robin McLaren Williams, and whether you realize it or not, this is the landing point. Viewers, thank you for watching today, The Landing Point. We really appreciate it. I'd like to take a moment to thank our sponsor, Roadrunner Real Estate. They are a full-service real estate company doing both commercial and residential real estate. They can help you buy, sell, or even lease your properties. So if you're in the market looking for a real estate company, please go out and give them a call. They'll happily help you today. The next thing I'd like to talk about is our social media. Obviously, we have YouTube if you're watching that today. If you haven't done so already, please go out and subscribe. It is completely free to you. There's nothing that you'll be charged or your membership fees, but it does help us out so we can get our latest episodes to you quickly, and you can find out what's going on with YouTube. Our other place that we do a lot of our social media is on our Facebook page, The Landing Point. So please go out and like and subscribe or follow those, I guess I would say, so you get the latest updates. If you're a person that likes to listen to stories as you're out on the drive, we have our podcast. You can find The Landing Point out there, and it can be on most services. So once again, thank you for watching The Landing Point, and we look forward to see you on our next story.